Yo, what's good, Dress Kill Game? Man, it's Dress Kill Tay back on another episode of Dress Kill TV. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, post bell notification, get in the comments, show me some love. Connect with the people in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just tap in with each other. So as y'all see, man, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming. A lot of guys always say, "Dang, Dress Kill Tay, get a Glock, get a Glock, get a Glock." Like I shoot Glocks on the regular. And as we all know now, they're pretty much discontinuing about 100 variations of different calibers of Glocks, which is weirdly, it's like they're kind of focusing on Gen 5. I don't know why they doing that. Like, that's weird to be focusing on the most current produced generation instead of, like Gen 3s and 4s more so. They're really focusing on Gen 5, which is very weird. But I told y'all a year ago they're banning and they're discontinuing. Like I called all this, so it really ain't weird to me, but it is weird that they're pretty much focusing on Gen 5 more so to me than like the 3s and the 4s. So as y'all know, man, I've been giving y'all hints saying, man, I got a G23 coming. I got a G23 coming. Check it out, y'all. It's an LEO trade in, blue label. Came from Kentucky, Bud's Gun Shop. As you see, blue label. Gen 4. I wanted a Gen 4 preferably because of the recoil spring and just other little aesthetic features that I would prefer. So as y'all see, YouTube, we are clear in a safe controlled environment. No ammunition is inside of this firearm. Glock 23 Gen 4, Austria. Austria. That says what? Glock. It ain't no Georgia stamp on here. Austria. Made in Austria. Not Smyrna, Georgia. It was just imported, due to the import points and laws and whatnot. Night sights, Trigicon Glock night sights. They're pretty much still functionable. This is honestly a brand new Glock. It wasn't issued, so it doesn't have any type of stamp on it for the police department and all that information as you would usually see. This was not issued, guys. For under 400 Pokemons, you can't beat this. You can't beat this, man. So I had to jump on it. As you see, I done put the medium back strap on it with the beaver tail. Just trying stuff out, just trying to see how I like the feel of it. I actually do like the feel of it with it on there versus without it, which I didn't think I would, but I just, was just trying it out. It honestly came with the box, which you rarely get. It came with one 13 round magazine. It came with the back straps. It came with the cleaning brush and rod. Man, like I was very pleased and surprised, and so was the actual FFL that I went through. They was like, man, it's in the box. Like you never get them in the box. They kind of always come in cardboard boxes. There's pretty much no imperfections on it. Like it's literally brand new, guys. Like you barely even have the Glock smile on the actual barrel, as you see. It's very faint. It's very faint, guys. Like no holster wear. The grip is still it's brand new, like literally. Like yeah, they probably cleaned it, but looking down the barrel, looking at the outside of the barrel, the recoil spring, the sights, the slide, the frame, even the, the slide release, it's no paint wore off it yet. That's how you know it's new. I broke it down, looking at the actual the striker, everything on this thing is mint condition. It's pretty much perfect. Like I couldn't have asked for a better experience with purchasing my first LEO trade in. And I know a lot of guys like, dang, why you didn't just go get a 19? Of course, because this is a G19, this is a G23, this is a probably a G25, this is a G32. And I believe the 39, the GAP version of the 19, this is all that in one. It comes with the more modern features, as I say, the texture, the magazine release. I couldn't have passed this up, man. I couldn't have. I know AIM Surplus has great deals on them. They have great deals on them, honestly, but I don't know the condition. They kind of list their conditions on AIM Surplus. They would do like a 80%, a 70%, and pretty much the actual price will vary on the actual condition. But man, I couldn't. I can't. You can't recreate this. Like who else has a LEO trade in this good? Like it's brand new pretty much. Shout out my brother Sleep So BK Fly. It's 40 Smith and Wesson month, y'all. It's the 4th month. I know I started a little late. I had a couple other things I had to get in order. More magazines I just had to buy for the 40. But it's 40 Smith and Wesson month. So pretty much the rest of the content you guys are going to see for the rest of this month is more than likely going to be out of this 40. Range videos, just more upgrades. Eventually, I'm going to say probably around like Thanksgiving, like right before Thanksgiving type time. I'm going to get that RMR cut. I'm trying to partner up with a more local company, honestly, to, just bring some light to them. Probably, send them a couple customers and traction and whatnot. But who knows? I probably might end up sending it to I forgot this one company up in North Carolina or South Carolina. They do great optic cut jobs. The finish on the slide to me, it's still good. Like I don't even believe like they even put this thing in a holster really. Let me show you guys the holster I picked up. So this is the holster I got for it. A Warrior Land. Just trying it out. It's a simple, non-light configurated holster. I'm pretty familiar with Warrior Land, so they work for me. I can't speak on the next person, but for me, they work. So, simple flush light fit, no light equipped flush fit, optic cut on the slide. Great retention, a little, very minuscule movement. I ain't one of them guys that's worried about that though. Like I'm really not. I had to put the OJ gloves. I know a lot of you guys like the OJ gloves, so I apologize for not starting the video out with the OJs. But yeah, man, like what are your experiences with LEO trade-ins? Have you guys ever thought about it? Do you guys kind of look down on it because it's like, oh, it's used? I don't want something that's used. Bro, this is a police gun. I don't know who take care of their guns more than the police. Besides, like military guys. Like, they're the most, reliable used guns you can honestly buy. Unless it's from like a woman that bought a gun during the pandemic and probably shot it once and threw it in, her safe or a closet and ended up going to sell it to the pawn shop for pennies on a dollar. There are a couple fools I ain't even gonna say a couple. There are plenty fools out there who go and buy Glocks specifically. $600 gun, if not more. If it's MOS. $600 gun. And these fools will go to a pawn shop just because they're not using it and would sell this thing for $280. Therefore, a person like me who knows fools selling their Glocks for $280, less than half of what they paid for, which is crazy. That should be a crime, It really should. But $280, and then, you know, I can go in the pawn shop and, you know, see it on sale for every bit of what would you guys say if I say 280, 400? You know, so you're pretty much saving about $200. You know, you paying the 7% sales tax and the transfer fee of $40. So you're saving about $200 regardless, which is pretty much what I did. Like I say, I got it for under $4, including the transfer, about $440. I couldn't beat that. I couldn't beat that. For a discontinued model, Austria, not America. Now the trigger on this, it's not bad, but it is. I remember, you guys, when I first got the daggers, I kind of pointed out that both of the S frame and the compact frame, something is weird, something is different with the actual trigger bars. One has the bump on them, one doesn't have the bump on it. So the triggers themselves, they're just a little different on the 4s versus the 3 and the 5. The 5, arguably the best trigger. The 3 is right behind it. YouTube, these are snap caps. I don't have 40 snap caps at the moment. I actually ordered them. I'm waiting on them to come down, but I just wanted to get this video out. They'll still chamber in the actual 40. This is a 9mm snap cap. That's a 40 Smith & Wesson magazine. You know, I always like to put snap caps in my guns when I dry fire them. That's just me. So, traditional Glock take up. But when you get on this wall, it's spongier. The 3s, they break clean. This one is more, as you see, it's just a little more spongy. See that? My daggers and Gen 3s that I know of, they are very crisp. The 5 triggers are very soft, honestly, to me. As y'all know, I more so like to go with the highest capacity magazines for firearms. So I can put this in a 22, a 23, a 27, and a 35 also. So I more so like to buy the highest capacity OEM standard magazines for the firearm. So if this was a 19, this would be a 17 magazine, a 17L, a 34, you know. So that's what I like to do. So I ordered a couple more magazines. I'll be sending a lot of you guys messages when it comes to those magazines, man. A lot of you guys be slipping and sleeping thinking like, oh man, bro, I just got a deal on OEM Glock magazines, man. I was buying them for like $17 a piece. I'm talking about 19X 19 round magazines. I just bought 3 Glock the 35 and the 22 round magazines for $16, $17. I just bought 3 of those things. Turned around because I'm like, I'm not gonna find this deal probably nowhere else and no time soon. I bought 3 more Gen 5, Gen 4, 22 mags. So, you know, you guys, you really need to get your magazines up, man. You know, like that video said, I'm not done buying Glock mags. Like, I'm finna also do a video on, do I think the Glock 23 is better than my current EDC? You guys give me your predictions. I mean, the Glock is a block. Like, let's not act like it's not. At the moment, I don't have a problem with the finger grooves, which that's why I got a Gen 4 and I'll get a Gen 3 because I kind of don't mind the finger grooves. Shout out to Eyes and Ears. Like, he showed me that, hey man, you just shave off the little bump. It's really more so this bump that's kind of, a little, I feel. The bottom bump, I kind of don't feel because of those two fingers. They just naturally go there for me. And the undercut, it can use some relief. Like on this, I can get, look at my hand on that. Look at my hand. Now look at my hand. Look at where my fingers are right here. Now look at where my fingers are right here. Through the camera. You guys tell me what you think the best feeling is. Like, this is a block. Like, let's not act like it's not. So on Gen 6, yeah, Glock, go ahead and hit that undercut. Which I do believe on Gen 6, they're going to actually put finger grooves back on it. I really believe they're going to put them finger grooves back on it. But I was thinking, I'm like, they might only put the bottom finger groove there. Because that one, you don't really need it. Like, it kind of pushes your, bunches your finger up there. That's what I believe that the Glock knuckle actually comes from. More so this than the actual trigger undercut. So, yeah, man. I didn't want to really start talking about a Taurus. When it's 40 Smith & Wesson month, like I said, man. So you guys, I highly recommend that you look into police trade-ins. I highly recommend police trade-ins now, man. I haven't shot it yet, like I said. At the moment, I have some the Winchester Ranger T series, whatever that ammo is, that green box or whatever. Nothing too. I mean, pretty much every ammo I like nowadays is coming with that. It's coming with that finish, that nickel plated finish. So that's 9mm, that's 40, 9, 40. So these are Federals. These are just Winchesters, I believe. The T series, that Ranger series or whatever it is. You guys let me know any type of ideas for base plates. I kind of want to put base plates on it. I'm not sure. I might buy a couple like the 19X base plates and add a +1, so it'll be 14 + 1, 15, which is my preferred amount of ammo to actually carry. Whenever I'm not carrying the 15 rounders. And I actually bought this. I bought 2 of these, as you see, it's used, off AIM Surplus, just to see how, their trade-in stuff would be. It's pretty cool. It's just the base plate that's a little marred up and shows signs of weathering and aging, but everything else pretty cool. The feed lips, they're gonna have wear just from that last round exiting, not kind of scraping up. But it's easy. I can replace that off Midway USA, which I might do. Just order just 2 of those. But I was thinking about ordering all Gen 5 orange followers. I just like the orange followers. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The 13 round mags that I've been buying off Botach, BOTACH.com. It's a wholesale warehouse distributor in Las Vegas. That's pretty much where I get all my Glock magazines from. But you kind of can't beat it though, man. I got these off AIM Surplus, like I said, for about $13. 2 of them ship was about $35, I believe. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get 2 more just in case. I probably might sell them to somebody else who got a 40. Let me get a dub. Yeah, because I ain't cutting those shorts, man. I just had my homie. I told him about the magazines. I was like, bro, they going for $17. He's like, oh, let me buy. Nah, brother. Got to get on there yourself, brother. Once I buy it, it's mine. Unless I just want to sell it. But yeah, man, you guys let me know what you think about a LEO OEM trade in Gen 4. Let me know what you guys think about the discontinuation and why would they do Gen 5s instead of Gen 3s and 4s. That's why I keep telling y'all Gen 3 is king. Gen 3 is king. They're going back to the Gen 3s. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I kept saying this for the longest. And I told y'all that they were going to ban Glocks in a lot of different states and providences. As it's coming, it's coming to light now. And a lot of other big time YouTubers, whether they're in the law sector, the actual firearms, the prepping sector, they're pretty much coming out saying, yeah, man, this state is now trying to ban them. That state is now trying to ban them, which I was saying a year ago, and everybody was like, oh, just kill. You just hating on Glock. No, bro, I literally study. I'm a historian. Like, I study firearms. I study firearms history. I study how firearms shape history. You feel me? Hey, man, y'all let me know, man. Just a kid, make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button, post bell notification, get in the comments. Let me know what's your favorite gen. Let me know what's your favorite caliber and why. And just stay tuned for the range videos, man. We still got some Siley content coming. Who knows, Siley, if you're seeing this, circle dot reticle me, man. That RMR cut on the way. Just a kid, we out.